Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sundays with Calvin. You know, the usual weekly show I do. Occasionally I miss it, but I'm here this Sunday, so I hope you're ready. This is gonna be a bit of a different one. As while I'm talking, I'm figured I'm trying to knock out two birds with one stone. This could go terribly wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Um, I'm trying to fix a statue. As you can see, he's been broken. You can get a kind of good glue idea. He's 3D printed, but he was glued there. And he fell on the ground and Sour Fang exploded. So now I'm kind of piecing him back together via super glue. And the legs and stuff weren't too bad, okay? This was not the hard part. But I figured while I'm super gluing, while I'm holding stuff, I can then talk to you. And as you know, it's a fun little, you can see me doing arts and crafts. And if this is kind of your deal, well, maybe not me fixing things because I don't want to break things too often. I have miniatures I could paint and that sort of deal, and maybe I could just add that to the experience so maybe it's more enjoyable. Apologies for those that don't like me not having sleeves. Tough titty, I'm messing with stuff. I don't want sleeves, otherwise I would wear the jacket. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to focus on the super gluing of the arms first, and then we'll go from there. I've got these gloves. I ordered them. Hopefully they're good, dude. Because last time I did this, the reason he's only legs is because I was trying to put the arms together. I got super glue on my fingers. And I don't know if any of you have ever had super glue on your fingers, but I had to basically take off the top layer of that skin by just rubbing it together, and it was not pleasant. So we're going to try to avoid that. I figured these are going to be the hardest part, okay? Because these have no real connectors, as like the hands have these little kind of knobs that go in. That'll be super easy to hold. The arms, however, they're pretty rough. This is the hardest part. I've got to take this tip off, which is definitely super glued on there. There we go. Okay. I can't do this with gloves. Hold on. I have to take the gloves off. The gloves are coming off, guys. But if you're wondering what we're talking about today, if you're interested in the stuff I'm going to be talking about, we finished Avowed. I finished Avowed today. Really put some hours into it this weekend, and we knocked it out. Great game. I'm going to go into depth later when I can focus on it. We got that. The new game's coming up. My plans for this weekend. And we're going to be talking about some video kind of ideas I've got going forward on the channel. And how we're going to go about that. Also, this is super glue. Oh, that super glue is still kind of fresh. Oh, I don't like that at all. Okay, well, we're trying not to get super glue on our hands. So after this, no more. Okay. Twist this on here. As I said, I'm very unexperienced in this. I don't delve into this forte too much, so dealing with super glue is kind of scary. Okay, I have to make sure I have the right arms for the right sections. That I think is his left arm, and this is his right arm. Make sure these go on there. Okay. We're going to do one arm at a time. And the way I'm going to go about this is we're going to do drops here. Here, here, here. Kind of just go around this whole thing. Okay. And then I'm just going to hold him. And hopefully he's going to stick. So guys, I guess we'll start with Avowed. I finished it about 50 hours into the game. We sort of 100%ed it. I did miss apparently some side quests. Don't know where I missed them. They weren't, actually it was probably the star. Okay, I'll be honest. It was probably the Star Medal quest. That was the only quest I had in my quest log at the end of the game that I didn't do. But I had to go back and find the Star Medal. But we basically did all the maps. I did the main story. We got sort of the best ending with a few caveats that weren't the greatest endings to certain areas, but we got it most of the way. Most of it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a solid game. I will be honest though, I don't know if I've spoken since I beat Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I don't think I'm going to play a game this year that's going to top Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for me. That game was just something special, dude. Like, I don't know. It like spoke to my soul. Like, it was super deep. Like, I love that game. That game is so good. Which also, I mean, I guess leads me into, speaking of Avowed, it was an okay game. Like, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 It's like a 9.5 because I don't ever think there'll be a 10 out of 10, but it is a damn good game. It's a 9.5 out of 10. Great game. It's one of the most rewarding games I've ever played. Like, you start out getting your cheeks clapped, like just getting absolutely destroyed by everybody. Everybody comes up and it's like, oh, you want to fight? I'm about to just dog whip you, and you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. By the end of the game, I'm fighting like 10 people at the same time, murdering them. Feels great. But Avowed, going into any other game I've gone after the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 just hasn't felt fantastic. So Avowed was probably between a 7 and an 8 for me. It was a solid game. The combat was all right. It's kind of the way I feel about. I feel better about Avowed than I do Veilguard, but they're kind of in the same boat for me. Like, they're both games I really went in for the story, and there wasn't as much story as I don't know. The story wasn't as good as I was hoping it'd be, but the combat really grabbed me, and that's what pulled me through. I mean, I would have finished Avowed even if the combat was kind of bad, because like I said, I still enjoyed it quite a bit. Whereas if Veilguard's combat was bad, I don't know, man. Veilguard's combat was really the only thing, like, I really enjoyed Veilguard's combat. And it's really what dragged me through. Hey, we got an arm set, nice. Okay, on to the next arm. But, yeah, Avowed, 7 to 8, fantastic game. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. It's a solid game. I'm going to pivot to another game that I've played recently, and that is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, I'm not just going to just be spouting wonton hate, just being like, oh, this game sucks, it sucks, it sucks. I'm going to give you some reasons, okay? Because there are definitely some good things they're doing. Some things I definitely am like, oh, this is a good idea. I enjoy this. And some things I'm like, could have been better. Is this the right way? I think it goes this way. Okay, it definitely goes this way. Is that on there? Okay. I'm gonna hold it. Okay. Make sure I'm holding it. So Assassin's Creed Shadows, okay? Let me speak on the good, okay? The base building, cool mechanic, okay? I thought it was pretty sick. The world, excluding the story and stuff, I think the world looks great. I think it's pretty cool, It's pretty Japanese, That's about what I can say. I've played like 10 hours of it. A little more, I think, maybe. Naoe's an alright character, but with the English VA, I do have a problem with, it don't hit the same. Yasuke, I've played him for maybe an hour. He feels great because he's overpowered, but now I guess I'll get to the bad. It's not a bad game, okay? It's not a bad game. There's just not a lot that really makes me go, great game. I'm gonna go to the bad now. And I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, that's bad, that's bad. I'm gonna try to give you some reasons, I'm gonna try to be a better person than I could be. I guess my biggest thing would really be combat. I'm gonna be honest, the combat, I don't know how they've done it, but to me, my personal opinion, coming out of Odyssey and Valhalla, where Valhalla went maybe too far, and I feel like Odyssey was really good where it was combat-wise, and Odyssey just took it a bit too far. They've kind of tried to thread the needle between the old Assassin's Creeds and the games they've been making, and for me, that felt terrible, okay? I would have rather they made Naoe just, tried to bring her the Ezio style kind of combat from the way old ages, where it really incentivized you to fucking assassinate people, and if you didn't, you were really gonna have a hard time. And now, while that is possible, the thing is, I've seen you can go about assassinating people by you stab them and you just run in some tall grass and then you can hide. But what ends up happening for me is I'm going around and I'm assassinating. And when it would come to combat with Naoe, it feels like they're just they're just so spongy. Even on the lowest difficulty, you have to smack them 5 or 6 times. You're just hacking away with a katana. And God forbid they have armor or they're a big guy, I understand, teach their own, but I would enjoy it if they would die a little faster. And that was meant to be their assassinate character. Would just rather them have gone full in and maybe now he's the assassin. She's as close to Ezio as we can get. pivot, Yasuke is going to be full on the RPG character that you can build the way. And I would have rather they had started the game. I understand why they did it story wise, why you play Naoe and then you get to Yasuke. But, you know, I would rather have been able to be like, I just want to play from Yasuke's side. I'll be honest. I think they really shot themselves in the foot. I'm going to pivot to story. By having that intro with like her. I'm also going to spoil, okay? I'm going to spoil. If you don't want to see Assassin's Creed spoilers, probably just want to skip a bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't do auto chapters on my YouTube video, so, you know, it is what it is. Okay, I need more glue on this. It evidently did not glue. I need you to glue together, please. Hold on. I'll continue my thought in a second. I'm actually going to put glue on both parts. Because this one is by far the worst broken one. I'm probably putting way too much glue on this. I'm going to be honest with y'all. My inexperience is showing. Be gone out of my nostrils, super glue fumes. Be gone! I'm gonna put this a little far away from myself so I'm not breathing in those fumes. Yeah, I really wish, so the way some of these things go about it is you get some more of your backstory by being these shrines, and this really, I feel like, just not needed meditation mechanic really kind of like is wonky. I don't enjoy the meditation mechanic at all. But then you get these flashbacks. And I really feel like I wish they had done a different way of going about your kind of the start of Naoe. Where like you see your father die, okay? When he dies, I didn't really care. Like there wasn't really any like that much build up to me being like, oh my god, this sentimental character. Like sure, you needed it for Naoe to have a reason to do all the stuff she's doing. But for me as a player, it just didn't hit. And then they give you all these flashbacks via these altars. And it made me just be like, I wish they would have found some way to have us spend more time with her father and then kill him off. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather I would rather have had I would rather have them have taken out the whole meditation mechanic, okay? And just given me the option, okay? To be like, start as Naoe, start as Yasuke, okay? They would have to, obviously they'd have to redo some stuff, but like, then if you started as Naoe, you would just play, like, they would have to redo the memories too, but you could do all that, make it a singular story, so like it built up like 10, 15 hours. You make them be like, this is the assassin, this is the one for the RPGs, pick your poison, okay? You choose the assassin, you get 10 to 15 hours of Naoe going through her things, obviously you spice it up with some combat, and you build to love, like, you care about the father and all these characters, okay? And then you kill him off after like 20 hours after you're like, okay, you know, this guy's a kind of central part of the story. He's your mentor, yada, yada. After about the 10-hour mark, you're probably coming to the conclusion, you're like, you know, he's probably not going to die. And then you get him. And then it's like, oh my God, the mentor's gone. Oh, shoot. Obviously that'd be weird for like the rest of the game, but you know, I wish I'd cared more, okay? What really sucks, I just didn't care. It really sucked. Like, I felt bad for me. I was like, I just didn't care that the guy was dying. And I was like, well, now he's dead. The coolest thing that came from the story so far, it's gonna put where I'm at in the story basically, is when his name is Jitsui, something like that. I can't remember correctly. I just spent like 5 hours in a Avowed. Okay, my brain's a bit scrambled, but when he has that, when you have that relation with him, and like Yasuke then joins your group, that whole little scene was fantastic. That was the best part of story that I had been told the entire game. Like that went crazy. Okay, I was really in. Okay, it kind of roped me back in with that, because I really enjoyed that. That was pretty good. But everything before that, I really just didn't care. I was like, oh, these monks are in danger. Okay, we gotta kill this guy. Cool. Yaya's. Well, this will impact Yaya. Okay. Like getting the assassin chick with the gun, that was kind of cool because you like walk into her house and you're like, because the gun, dude, some of the gun stuff is just crazy. Like some of the scenes with guns in the game where they're just blowing people's faces off is crazy. How long do I have to hold this? How long has it been? It's been a bit. I'm gonna continue to hold this. This is the hardest piece. Okay, once this is over, everything else is gonna be smooth sailing. So that's why I'm taking so long to make sure this is sealed. Um, but yeah, I just, you know, it just didn't. It didn't. So it doesn't have the. It doesn't have the fantasy stuff. You know, I feel like that's also one of the things that I think goes against it for me. Is Odyssey leans super into the fantasy stuff, and I was all about it. Okay. Oh my god, dude, this arm is just not gluing. Where is it touched? Dude, like, come on. Dude, how did my finger glue to it, but this other stuff not glue to it? It's kind of annoying me, I'm not gonna lie. This arm is the only one I need, and it's not gluing. But it's definitely touching where I put the glue, and my fingers are even sticking to the glue. It's just this thing is not sticking. There's not even any. But if I touch it, okay, well, it's still kind of liquidy. Maybe it's just color I glue on my finger. Dude, this is super not chill. The other one went so smoothly. And this one's being such a pain in my nuts. Maybe it's not touching right there. Maybe it's like over here. God, that glue is so strong. Just please set. Just please. I'm even gonna put the pressure on it. Okay, we're really gonna push it together for like 5 minutes, I guess. But yeah, in the end, I'm just not feeling Assassin's Creed. I don't want to get off topic and lose where I am. It's just not. I'm not feeling it. Odyssey was like the peak for me, like fantasy wise. Whereas like the old Assassin's Creeds, they were good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the old Assassin's Creeds. I just enjoy fantasy RPGs a lot more, and that one really went crazy with it. And I enjoyed it. And Valhalla was okay. Valhalla I think suffered from it just being too freaking big, and I do sort of feel like Shadows does have that. It's really freaking big, but I guess that's for the people that just enjoy Shadow. Like that's just for the people that enjoy the new Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like without a doubt, there's no doubt about their minds. Whereas me, I have other games I could play, so my like attention's being drawn elsewhere, and it's not really grabbing me. Um, so yeah, that's my Assassin. You're not gonna probably see Assassin's Creed Shadows on the channel, unfortunately. Cause I'll be honest, if I hadn't played more than 2 hours, I would have refunded it. I'm just being honest. Like it's just an okay game. But I enjoy the old ones better. Um, it's just not. It's just not sticking. I wonder if it's because I've got too much super glue. You know, what happens? Because that one is so stuck on there. This is super glue removing. Harmful if swallowed. Oh, nice. How do we use this? Directions. Okay, do gloss. Apply to the thing. Wait, what? And apply it to the edge of a tape or adhesive. I have no idea. This arm is being such a pain. It's like killing my vibe. It's like there is liquid. It's definitely there. Um, because it's sticking to my fingers, and now it's on my gloves. Like why you no stick? Okay. If I just add more glue, guys, eventually it's gonna stick. The problem is we just don't have enough glue, obviously. I'm just gluing it everywhere. I'm just gonna. My phone going off. My fingers sticking to the thing. None of that seems very promising to me. Just stick, please. Just please. Please glue. That's all I want, man. All I want is you to glue on. I'm gonna give it another attempt, and if it don't glue, brothers, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Like, the other arm glued on so easy. This one is being just such a pain. Because evident the glue is there, okay? It's just like not gripping. Maybe there's not enough surface area for it to glue on. I don't know. Maybe I'm not being fast enough. I wonder if I can... It just tore off a whole film of my glove. Dude, this is going literally the worst way possible. How is it going so bad? You know, experts would disagree. You know, experts are probably like, yeah, there's a reason it's going bad. I just don't know, dude. Well, now I've got a whole part of my glove stuck to the, you can tell where it's like black right there. That's my glove. It ripped off part of my glove. These gloves, I literally looked up super glue proof gloves, okay? And something tells me these gloves are not super glue proof. It's not the vote of confidence I was really hoping for when it rips off a whole section of my glove. Seriously though, I could rebuild the rest of them. I could put the rest of them together. But I don't have this freaking arm. And is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really want him to come together, but he's just not. He's just not going together, and I just don't know why. Because, like... I'm trying to figure out where he's, like, grabbing. I've definitely put glue there. I've definitely put glue everywhere. There's so much glue in this one spot. I mean, screw it, guys. What's the worst that can happen? The, this adhesive stuff melts my statue? That would suck, but, you know. Okay. We're cranking out the chemicals. I feel like an alchemist right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay. I'm throwing this rag away for anybody that's wondering. I'm not throwing this in my laundry. I don't know if I can. Okay. This liquid kind of smells like oranges. It smells really strongly of oranges, actually. That's like crazy how orangey this liquid is. That was quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is gonna be a long talks video, by the way. We're gonna be here for a while because now I'm fully like committed to trying to make this thing work. Just get in there, you know what I'm saying? Dang, it really stuck that glove to this freaking statue, bro. Like, that glove is stuck on there. Also, I don't like that I've got a brown color coming off of the thing, and I think that's the paint to the statue. Dude, that glove is on there. Like, that thing is stuck. I don't think I'm getting that off. Yeah, guys, I think this arm is just kaput. I think I can put the rest of them together. Because, yeah, I'm scrubbing off paint. I'm literally taking off the paint off this guy. Okay. You know what I'm saying, guys? He's just one-armed, you know? At least in this universe, he's still alive. So now I gotta figure out which arm this is. I think this is the sword arm. Or it might be the axe arm. It's definitely sword. Yeah, it's definitely the sword arm. Get the silicone out of there. Okay. Now this should go entirely different. So I'm just gonna go dump this in here. And then I just go bop. Bing boom bop. Arm will glue in pretty nicely. Easy peasy. Just gotta hold it. The next topic. What games we're going to be playing going forward. I want to touch my mouse, but at the same time, I really don't. You know what? Screw it. It's a crap mouse anyways. I'll take the risk. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. Those are the games coming up on the channel. We're going to be doing CRPGs quite a lot. Claire Expedition 33 is a game either I'm going to want to put on the channel or not. I don't know. I bought it, so I'm hoping it's good. I'm also tempted to refund it to get more money back. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to watch a co-play it, so I'm like, you know what? You know what, guys? I'm going to take the possibilities away. Oh, I got to do a different mouse. Well, guys, I can't take the possibilities away right now, so yeah, you're probably going to be seeing all three of those CRPGs, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Pillars of Eternity, and Rogue Trader. We're going to continue our playthrough. Those are going to be what's coming on the channel. Because going forward, you know, okay, I can't. Oh, nice. Okay, because going forward, release date. Okay, so Atomfall. I don't think I'm gonna get Atomfall just because I think I'm gonna watch here. Can I make this thing bigger for y'all? I could probably definitely put a filter on it. It's color corrections, but I need a crop. This is live editing with yours truly. This is going so slow, brother. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Wow, 100's not enough. Okay, what about 400? Okay, 400 was pretty good. Okay. I should be able to zoom this in now. Because I can do one of these. And I can like. Don't worry guys, we're fine-tuning. We're fine-tuning. How's 600 look? 600 is perfect. Okay. Hold on, we're taking 600 off of each. There we go. Okay. Now we can just I can just sort of scroll through. So, probably not playing Atomfall on stream or video. If you want to watch somebody, Co's gonna be doing a playthrough of it. I watched Co play 3 hours of it, and just the gameplay didn't grab me per se. So, you know, that The Last of Us Part 2 probably not. I literally got it on here just because I'm just waiting for it to go on sale so I can play it. South of Midnight looks cool. That's probably one game I play myself. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video. I don't think I'm gonna make videos on it. Doom, if I do videos on it, is gonna be a stream game because I'm definitely getting it because it's got fantasy, dude. I'm gonna buy the fantasy game because I'm a fantasy man. I'm definitely gonna be playing Doom: The Dark Ages. If you see it, it's gonna be in streams because I'm not good at Doom. So I don't think I'm going to make videos of me playing Doom. As it were. Okay, hold on. I think the arm is glued. I'm going to now glue his torso in. Yeah, he's super lopsided because he only has one freaking arm. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on, guys. I'll save y'all. Y'all missed all that. I basically just glued his torso and I put his torso in. I'm going to hold his torso now while I keep going on my spiel. But, let's see. Well, honestly, I think we're gonna be doing. Well, it's 2025. Mafia should get a release date. That could be cool. The next game you're probably gonna see on the channel that's not CRPGs probably gonna be Borderlands 4 if it's not Doom. All these games have not. They're 2025 adjacent, so we have to see when they're gonna release. But I'm interested to see what happens with Bloodlines 2. I enjoyed Vampire the Masquerade the 1. It's pretty good. It's a little dated, but you know. I'm a Mafia man. I enjoyed Mafia 3 and stuff pretty good. These are all some silly indie games I wish list to support. Outer Worlds 2. Hey, Obsidian be killing it, and who am I to deny them playing that game? I don't know what Pioneer is. Y'all get the TikTok version of the video. It looks like another salt. Oh, it's definitely Stalker. Here, hold on, guys. We're gonna do trailer time. We're just gonna I'm just gonna do a whole trailer section. I can turn off the crop and pad. And I can turn this on. No, stop. Yeah. That is so big. And then we'll just here. I'll rewind it. And here, actually, I can do this one better. I can like put my mic up here, angle it.
Invaders flee. We will create a new world on the ruins of the old one.
Oh no, a new
and
world
the great
where
raven be sold.
We have wanted it to end this way. We offer our sincere condolences and hope you will die with that understanding.
Oh my god.
I don't want to spoil it for you. All you need to know is that we're going to have an incredibly fun time together.
I'm not gonna lie, this is dope. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go on this camera. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to pull these twists in there. It's super hard to get up on the
We believe that your appearance was a mistake, and will continue to monitor you and your progress. Your actions are rapidly changing the course of events, and the general vector of changes is close to our worldview.
But here everything is strange. Our informant is weird. Our enemies are weird. The same goes for you too.
That looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie to y'all guys. Hold on, I can take off my gloves now. I gotta be very careful. I'm trying not to get super glue on my hands. Okay. Let's not super glue our gloves together. Sour Fang is as good as he's gonna get. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not gonna. He's a little jank, okay? He got his arm taken off, okay? But he's built. I have these two skulls, but the skulls don't really get put on. I'm just gonna like. Haha. Yeah, I couldn't put the one arm on, but you know, it's like. Hold on, maybe I can make this look cool. Oh, his legs are thick. And I just like hide. I think this went on this shoulder. Could I put it on this shoulder? Maybe. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do Sour Fang research real fast. No. Yeah. I don't have a freaking keyboard. I can't do Sour Fang research. We're just gonna make a judgment call, okay? There's one less piece in the puzzle. Like, I feel like it goes on this shoulder, okay? Actually, you know what? It settled much better on this shoulder. Oh, I like... Is this even a shoulder? This is definitely a shoulder piece, right? I'm not just tripping. I don't know which way goes forward. I only know which way is up. Okay. I'm just not going to put that on there because I don't want to put it on there wrong and then I didn't have to deal with all that. So, I'm going to hide his body parts. And then I'm going to move him off this table. Say goodbye to Sourfang, everybody. He's actually just going to join my table of collectibles. So honestly, I think I'm just going to put him over here. Here's where I drop him and he fucking breaks again. How does he look? Oh, it fits in perfect. He doesn't cover anything up. Nice. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm locking in so I don't get super glue on my hands. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. Oh, my pen's ported in that box. That's crazy. Now we just shove this in here. And now if I ever have to super glue something together, I have got these. Which are going to go over here. I'll keep them together. All this is trash. Let me get rid of this real fast. Also, I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to try to remove the super glue off this desk. So first off, give it a once over. That's garbage. Is that rice? Why is there rice on this table? Here, I can put on y'all on another... We can look at another kind of... Why is Command the Conqueror up here? Another trailer. This game looks cool. I probably won't play it on the channel, but it looks sick. I'm a professional video maker, man. Yeah, I think you're gonna really dig it. But yeah, this game looks sick, dude. I can't wait to watch Code play it. I wonder if it's gonna show any of the dialogue. Okay, it didn't show you any of the dialogue. Hold on. I think I got scanned. I don't think I'm just not using this how it's supposed to be meant to be used. So I'm like, well, look, it's not working. Hold on. I need to see if I can find a better. Man, they put one out for I think the game showcase. I don't have access to my keyboard, so I can't show y'all. But that game is made by the people here. I can actually show y'all this though. It's made by the Brotherhood. They make crazy sick. They make sick like story-based games. They're kind of metal. What is this one? Is the cinematic? I think. I've played Stasis. Wait, Stasis is this one. This is Stasis Bone Totem, I think. I played the first one. This game was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. The story was really good. I love they just play. I think they just got his whole playthrough on the thing. Yeah, it's a sick game. I didn't show you what the gameplay is like, but they're a cool developer that I like watching co-play. I myself am terrible at the games they make, but they're cool. Obviously got Deltarune. I've been watching co-play Rise of the Ronin. This game, if you were wanting a Japanese kind of game, but didn't like Assassin's Creed Shadows,
before the dawn.
You might enjoy this game. This game is Neo. It's Neo-like. I think it's made by the people that make Neo. So if you know Neo, the combat of Neo. But it looks like a more RPG-esque Neo game.
They are still alive.
That looks sick.
Fighting is such a bore. Attack me, and you attack the Shogunate. The traitors who dare threaten the palace will die by our hand. We have righteousness on our side. We finally meet, and you do this.
I'm really tempted to play this game. I'm not gonna lie. This game looks like it goes crazy. I mean, I know it goes crazy. I've been watching it go play it. It's a really sick game. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but it's a cool looking game. All of these I think are games that have already come out. So now all these ones that are out, that I'm watching for the price to drop on. But yeah, guys, that's crazy. Is there only like a couple? That's not that many games I have. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the to be announced games. These are all games I look forward to playing. I'm a big Fable guy, so you know I'm gonna play Fable on release. I'm also a big Gears of War guy, so I might even do a Gears of War franchise playthrough at some point because I just like the story so much. Dude, oh my god, I'm so scuffed, guys. I'm so all over the place. I got so much stuff I want to do, and I'm just like, you know, guys, look at this, look at this. Yeah, there's tons of dude. There's so many games coming out. Yeah, obviously you gotta wish list some of the indie games. You know, it also cuts some stuff off the top and the bottom, but yeah, guys, expect Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous, Pillars of Eternity, and our Rogue Trader playthrough to continue. I look forward to it. It's probably gonna rock. Content going forward. It's gonna be those 3 CRPGs for the games going through. Obviously, if I have enough stuff to yap about Sunday, maybe next Sunday I'll paint a miniature, and we get to have that experience together. I'm sure it's gonna look wonderful, fantastic. Probably the best miniature you've ever seen painted. Totally. I've also got a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that's probably starting up soon, so you may see some D&D prep on here for those that are interested in it. Making magic items, making storefronts. We're going to be using Foundry 5e. I've not shown that off on the channel yet, but I'm pretty excited about it. It should be pretty good. Obviously, cooking videos. There will be no cooking video this week probably because I'm going on like a little mini vacation. I'm going with my family somewhere this weekend, so not gonna be a lot of time to make that video. I'm just making sure that we have gaming videos up on the channel, so I've been consistent. I've already got Avowed is all the way until Wednesday. Wednesday is the finale if you're interested in it. Game is good. Game is good, and psychological warfare is the strongest. That's all I got to say on that. Yeah. Depending on how I feel, I'm gonna order food because I don't have anything to cook. I'm gonna eat, and then I may go back to recording. And y'all may get double uploads sometime throughout the week. I'll see how much content. I think I'm gonna record the CRPG games, by the way, in 30-minute segments. I'm gonna go back to 30-minute segments, but just spamming. I'm just gonna try my best to just roll them out, keep them going, because these games can go 100+ episodes. So, with Wrath of the Righteous going to be the longest one of those 3, but I'm feeling it, brothers. I'm feeling a CRPG kick coming, and who am I to deny the call? So, we got a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy and role-playing games coming up on the channel. The next cooking video obviously won't be this week. It'll be next week. Don't know what I'm going to make, but I think next Sunday I'm going to come to y'all with a list of recipes, and I'm going to propose those. And obviously we don't get a lot of comments on these videos, but I will pick my favorites out of those, and I'll be like, here's my list. Here's what I'm cooking, okay? And y'all can look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a really long video, most of it being dead air with me focusing on gluing stuff together, but hopefully that was enjoyable. I'm really sad we couldn't get that other arm, but you can hardly notice he has no other arm. I mean, you know, he's good. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna bounce. You have a fantastic week. I have content lined up for you, most of it, and I will make sure you have a video every single day if you enjoy spending time with me. I'm gonna go eat some food, probably go back to recording, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.